quite some time. And the Bears have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Huskies offense will have the ball first. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Landry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. White going to attack through the air. Bringing the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Bears will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Slides away. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's in open space downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got his man in the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Off play action. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. White going to attack through the air. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got it inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Northern Illinois right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let...
Oh, he's got some space. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, the good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together.
And it's a fumble on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Running behind that left side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Huskies in the hurry up. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Give to the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Rushes on him. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Game of the day, guys. Pretty much game of the season to date in college football. 1 versus 2. USC is currently working from behind. But in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. They're trailing by just 4.
Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. White wants to throw it. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. With the catch, it's Hardy. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fires complete on the crosser. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
And the Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The inside handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. White going to attack through the air. Finds his big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you try to catch them off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the give off the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at at the 13.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
White wants to throw it. Punts it out of the air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quick release on the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Trying to set up the screen. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they've regained the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas. And it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Northern Illinois right back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're testing the right side here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. White going to attack through the air. Lets it fly on the move. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Up-tempo for the offense.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. White wants to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback, make the stop, get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.